Hey guys, welcome. This is Tana Tarot, and this is another episode of True Tarot, real life stories of love. I do have a series going on. You can get a free reading if you are okay with me posting it here live for the collective. I will do it anonymously. I'll use initials and birth dates. I'll tell a little bit about the story and answer a few questions that you may have regarding the situation. You can find my email address in the description box below and just put free reading in the subject line so that I can tell the difference between this and my my emails that I get for personal readings. The intent of this is definitely not to titter and get any kind of, fun out of painful situations that people may be going through. No, the intent of True Tarot is to let folks know you're not alone. There's other people out here going through the same thing that you are. So you get a feeling of community. And there may be messages in here for you as well. If you have a similar situation, there may be messages, there may be lessons. We could even be supportive with each other in the comment section. I will certainly delete anything that is not kind or supportive. So if you're interested in getting a free reading and you're cool with me posting it here for the collective, anonymously of course, go ahead and send an email. Otherwise, let's get going on this episode. So we have the person who sent in the email, and oftentimes they're in tarot, they're called querent, Q-U-E-R-E-N-T, like query, like the person asking the question. I may accidentally say that, and if I do, that's what that's about. But it is G, who is a female, birthday April 16th, so an Aries. And then we have Q, her counterpart, who is a male, birthday 10/6, so that is a Libra. There is also recently a third party in the scenario, and that is D, and she is a 25-year-old female. So here's the story. I'm just going to do some bullet points here. So G and Q are high school sweethearts. They were together for 17 years and have 5 children. Okay. Then meth and alcohol came into the picture for Q, the male, and there was mental and physical abuse. Okay, he left 3 years ago, which probably around 2021. I'd say probably the pandemic wasn't a good time to be stuck in the house with someone going through this. But he left 3 years ago to get well, in air quotes. I don't see from the email that I received that he's really made very much progress on that. It's been quite a while since he's seen his kids, like 6 months. And in August of 2023, this is 2024, so that's only 5, it's about 6 months ago. Oh, okay, so he hasn't seen the kids in 6 months, and then about 6 months ago, he brings this new woman, 25-year-old D, into the situation. And then he's kind of off and on about, is he, does he want to still be with G? Does he want to put the family back together? Is he still with D or not? Yes, no, yes, no. Their relationship could be volatile. He could be being truthful about that. And so G has a few questions. Number one, she wants to know what will happen between her and Q. She wants to know, what will happen between Q and D, the new 25-year-old girlfriend. G is considering moving to Florida. Is that a good thing? Would that be a good move? And then finally, G is asking, will she ever find true happiness and, true love in a relationship? sounds like she may have had it for a little bit there, but unfortunately it kind of got stolen away from her. I would say by, drugs and alcohol, unfortunately. Very sad. All right, I'm going to do a spread for, I'm going to do G, her partner or husband Q, and then I'm going to do also a row for D. I kind of want to see what the energy is. What is the energy between G and Q and D? So G being the woman who sent me the email, Q being her partner or ex-partner, and then D being Q's new girlfriend, just to keep things straight. Let me see, what do I want to do my regular spread? I think here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be G. This is going to be Q. And this is going to be D. Okay. So, G. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. This is, to me, what you had. I'm not even going to say what you thought you had. I feel like this is what you had. My sleeves keep on knocking the cards all around. To me, this is what you had with Q. We have the Ace of Pentacles. It was something solid. It was something beautiful. You guys gave each other the gift of a solid, firm foundation. With the Ten of Pentacles, for 17 years, you guys created a family, with 5 kids, trying to think of the word, not like dynasty, but you guys had like a family with family rituals, and what a history, just a good, solid family history. And G, this is what you had. The second 2 cards are Q's feelings. Or do I want to do it that way? No, I'm going to do, this is the energy, not his feelings yet. This is the energy between you and Q now. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. With the Three of Pentacles, I see, sorry, my lighting is, any lighting I do is jacked up. Even I got a semi-professional ring light and everything. And anyway, with the Three of Pentacles, I see you guys working together as a team. This is what you would at the very least, like to be able to do now because of the kids. Okay? With the Two of Swords, I feel like, G, you're having a hard time accepting things the way they are. And I can tell from your questions as well. Like, is this, what's the deal? Is the drugs and alcohol here for good? Is that going to always be a thing that's going to block us? Is this new woman, D, is that going to be a thing that's going to block us? Sometimes the block is something that we do to ourselves because we don't want to see the truth. The blindfold. But also what's really cool is I see with the crows tearing away the blindfolds and the bindings. I feel like you do finally want to see the truth. I feel like you may have kept the truth from yourself, not wanting to admit the truth, or maybe just not wanting to admit defeat. I mean, you guys were together for a long, long time. So that's what I see. I see you being blocked as to what do I do. Maybe you feel like you don't know everything, and you might not. But with the Three of Pentacles, I see you really wanting to at least have a co-parenting relationship for the children. That's what you want. Let's see what Spirit says, or what the future holds between you and Q. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Interesting. I'll have to see his feelings, but to me, what this is saying is that you would be willing to work on it if he came back. That it's important enough that you would be willing to work on it if he came back. There's still love. Okay, let's look at Q's energy. We have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay, there's a lot of love here. An offer of love, love. Here's what I'm wondering, if he does this to keep you on the hook. Because here's the deal. I can't sit here and look at these cards and hear your story and say, oh, this person really loves you. They have really good intentions. I feel like this person does still love you, G, but I almost feel love bomby. Like they're just telling you enough to keep you around. We'll look at the rest of the cards and see. I feel like maybe, and you know what, this was your past. This is maybe like more his past. There was definitely love. I don't think anyone's with someone 17 years and has 5 kids without love, right? So, there was definitely love. Let's look and see current. I see someone who is trying really, really hard to be confident, to be sure of themselves, to take control of their life. Interesting. I'm wondering if Q has been clean for a while, because with the World, I feel like this is an accomplishment. Growing more sure of himself. Also, with all these cups, this could be like, you know, however many last years with the alcohol. Okay? So currently, I really feel like Q is trying. Now, is he trying something with you? Is he trying something with this person? I feel like he's trying to do this for himself. He's trying to build confidence, strength, independence. He's trying to have hope in his life, which can be really hard if you have a drug and alcohol problem. And I feel like he's ready to go through some kind of a portal here of accomplishment. So I truly do wonder if he's like been able to put aside the drugs and alcohol for a minute. I don't know. Let's look at his future. we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. So here's what I'm seeing. With the Four of Cups, we see someone who is so concerned over what they don't have, or dissatisfied with what they don't have, or with what they do have. So concerned with lack, unhappy with what they have, that they're not even seeing an offer of love. I'd say Q is really like conflicted. I mean, it's obvious from his actions, right? But I really do feel like he's really trying to better himself. With the Six of Swords, this is a journey. This is leaving choppy waters, going towards smoother waters. Again, I feel like he's trying to grow, trying to give up the negative habits, actions. It's a journey. I do feel like he's trying to go on this journey. Whether that is enough for you, you know, or not, I don't know. It's not indicating to me either way for either of you. It's indicating something internally that he's trying to do for himself. A good lesson for him would be, hey, sometimes it's better to leave some things behind and work on yourself in solitude. But this could also be Six of Swords. Could also be a literal journey. He could be considering traveling or going somewhere or moving. Okay? Or you talked about moving. This could be him knowing about you planning to move, but I see some kind of a voyage in his future. Let's look at D, the new girl in town. We have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, Q also has feelings for D, but he is juggling. Not enough. He doesn't have, like, this is not it. He is juggling. He has feelings. And you know what? It's so interesting to me. I feel like he's super duper needy. Like, these are mature love energies, but the energy that I'm getting, and this is probably the first time I've ever gotten this energy from the King and the Queen, who are supposed to be so mature and together and give and love and reciprocal. I'm getting this feeling that he is so needy, that there is some kind of black hole in him, some kind of something missing, that he's looking to alcohol and meth and women and people and things outside of him to fill. With the Two of Pentacles, definitely he knows he needs to make a decision, but also I'm feeling like he's definitely juggling her. But as long as he's juggling D, I feel like he's also juggling you. So that's kind of like, I don't know, the basic root of it all energy. Let's look at kind of current state. Yes. This just totally confirms what I just said. Q is so stuck in his head. He doesn't feel worthy. He doesn't feel... He has very low self-esteem. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's almost like a toddler reaching out to drugs, to alcohol, to different women, trying to get some kind of validation some kind of feeling of, if people chase him, it makes him feel worthy, validated. Yeah. Also, he's very confused. Yeah, he's trying to get some kind of validation from D. So G, I see his relationship with D being very codependent. And I also see him being very confused. Codependent meaning he's with her to try and fill a need that no person should or can fill. He most likely has childhood trauma. And also he's just very confused about his life and life choices. So let's look at the future with him and D. Wow. Okay. We have the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. So I see one of them walking away. Either D will recognize that this is not real. And I'm not blowing smoke up your keister trying to make you happy, but I don't really feel like this is real and solid. Even with the King of Cups, again, to me, this is just more alcohol and neediness. I see someone with the High Priestess. I see someone getting a clue, like a picture of what this thing really is. Either him or her, and someone leaving. You told me the heinous thing she told your daughter, collective D, the 25-year-old girlfriend, told G's 12-year-old daughter, I'm taking your dad away, or something like that. So what an insecure person. What a asinine thing to say. So hurtful. So someone gets a clue with the High Priestess and they leave. Again, I don't know if it is him or her. Okay, so we get the picture of what the deal is for you. I feel like you'd still be willing to work on it if he came back. I feel like he's doing some inner work, but I feel like if he would only just leave you and her alone for a while and do some healing and work on himself and get clean, maybe he could make a solid decision. And I feel like he's juggling her and you. He's got a lot of issues and confusions that he's hoping that she can make him feel better about, but I don't see that happening. And I feel like someone's going to like have an epiphany or come to some realization and leave. This could be you. It's all a big bowl of spaghetti, right? But someone finally has enough of being betrayed and they leave. I'll go into this a little bit more. I'm going to do one more just for you and Q. But I think we get a pretty good idea of what's going on here. I want to rearrange the cards and stuff, so let me, I'm going to end this and then start up again with a new set of cards and a new story. So see you in a minute. Okay, hey G. We are just going to do our standard love spread for just you and Q. Let's see what we get here. All right. We have the Empress, the Hanged Man, the Five of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Fool, the Three of Cups, the World, the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, We have the Seven of Pentacles, wow, a lot of the cards that we had. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal with you. You are turning into the Empress, G, and here's the deal. When you are in a relationship and you continue to make the other person more important than yourself, you are not honoring yourself. You know, even if this person is the father of your children and someone that you love deeply, you've been with forever, and, you know, you're trying to make it work, you are not honoring yourself when you let other people, I'd say other than children, but still, even then, what's the oxygen mask in the plane thing? Say you're on the plane with your kids. Are you going to run around and put oxygen masks on all your kids first, and then you pass out and die and maybe don't make it to the last 2 kids? Or are you going to put on your oxygen mask first so that you can help your kids? Okay? And I feel like you have not been honoring yourself, respecting yourself, loving yourself, knowing how much you deserve. Okay, but the good part is you are being depicted as the Empress. And so what this tells me is that there's been huge growth. And as much as you may still be caught up in the, I'm going to call it drama, although I don't think you're enjoying it, but you may be caught up in the whole drama with Q and his girlfriend and all that. I think he's the one creating the drama, but as much as you may be caught up in it, I feel like you're really starting to see what you deserve and what your kids deserve, but mainly what you deserve. And with the Hanged Man, I see you in an in-between time, where before you may have been so engaged in helping Q get better, caring about him, trying to help him get off the alcohol or whatever. Even when he came with a girlfriend. Oh, he's just, you know, this, he's just that, he's all jacked up. That's not real. We've been together 17 years. That's not going to work. He's going to come back to me. But I see that all of that kind of falling away. I don't know if it started to fall away yet, G, but I see you like in an in-between time when your focus, you're getting enlightened. And I see you being in an in-between time when your focus is changing from you in relationship to Q to you in relationship to what you deserve. I think maybe you were a rescuer. And bless you, man. I mean, been there, done that, wrote the book, got the t-shirt. Okay, I get it. I have had alcohol and drug issues in my family before. Thank God not me. I helped to break a cycle. But I know a lot about it. So I get it. But I feel like you're becoming enlightened and you're more in an in-between time. Where you're at right now is, I feel like you're in an internal struggle with the Five of Wands here. You're growing and you're starting to care more about yourself, but I feel like you're easily pulled back. Thoughts like, we're together 17 years. We really had something. I don't want to give up on that. All the time that we spent, everything good that we had. We have 5 kids. I don't want the kids to lose their dad, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to tell you, you have absolutely no control over that. And what you had in the past is done and over. And if you were to get back together, it would have to be a whole new start if that ever happened. So I see you with a lot of conflict. I also, a separate meaning to this card, I see you engaging in the conflict with him and a D. Probably because of the kids. Here's what I'm seeing. I see Q. There's something in there where he'd like a new start. He wants to come back with the Six of Cups. Or he's very, very nostalgic as well about what you guys have. He wants you to take a leap and trust him. But here's the deal with the Three of Cups. I feel like this, I don't know if the meth thing's still going on, but I feel like the alcohol thing is still going on. And this definitely won't work with that. We have the World again. Here's what I would do. If he does want to come back, I want you to do, first of all, I want you to do whatever you need to do to take care of you. And if that is moving, if you'll have a better life, do that. Okay? If you and Q are meant to be, he will come where you are and make it work. You have to be the Empress. The Empress does not chase. The Empress sits back and receives. It is time for you now to quit all of that energy of fixing and helping and healing. You need to sit back and let whatever good thing is going to come to you, come to you. And if that is Q, then number one, you have absolutely no control over him getting clean, him leaving D, him coming back with you. I can see that there's a part of him that would like to come back. Okay? Please don't let that... Shit, I don't even want to say it. I want you to move on and take care of yourself. But it's what I see, so I have to say it. Please don't settle. Please don't be so happy that he chose you. Come on now. You're worth way more than that. I like the idea of you moving to Florida. If he wants you, he has to work for you. And that's what I was going to say with the World here. The second time we've gotten the World. And this could be about both of you. This could be about you learning lessons and moving to a higher level. But last time this was in his row, and I feel like he is really trying to get a schismate together. Now, key words, is trying. I don't know how long he's been on this stuff. People do change. People do get off of it. It could be that which is causing him to act like this. Not see the kids for 6 months. Go with someone else. He could feel like you're not going to forgive him, or he doesn't deserve the family now because he's so jacked up. I mean, who knows why addicts do the things they do. I do feel like with the World that he is hoping and praying and trying to get to the next level. And whether that is giving it up, whether it's staying off it for a day, a week, a month, I don't know. We have the Page of Swords. It's a new start in the truth. Here's a new solid start. It's Pentacles. That's what you guys used to be. 10 of Pentacles from our last spread. Maybe he wants that back. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a new beginning in the truth. It could also be you feeling like you need to spy on him. This is also a stalker. He could be keeping an eye on you. If you guys were to get back together, you could feel like you need to keep an eye on him. What kind of a relationship would that be? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like that would be you putting more work into it, going, is this worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Aren't you tired? And the Eight of Swords, him again. We had this last time. So, I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving. Whatever. And probably he's self-medicating over that. We have the Four of Cups again. So concerned with either what he doesn't have or not happy with what he does have. He can't see the beautiful offer that is you and his family. With the Eight of Cups, someone walking away. We had the Ten of Swords, someone leaving, walking away. We have the Eight of Cups. Here's the overall energy that I'm getting. Please understand the importance of taking care of yourself first, realizing what you and your kids are worth, what you deserve, not having to chase, not having to beg, not having to take care of, not having to worry, not having to try and control. You have absolutely no control over this. What you do have control over is yourself. Taking care of yourself, taking care of your kids, taking care of your family. Sure, he may still have feelings and he may want to come back, but I still see an indication of drinking, partying too much. I see a need for someone to move to the next level. There may be a desire to, but is that going to happen? And then with the Page of Swords, and that would need to happen before you could get back together. With the Page of Swords, I see like keeping an eye on something. The need to get to the next level. That's the thing. I just got the message from Spirit. If you two were ever to get back together, you would have to make him jump through hoops. He would have to prove his intentions. He would have to prove his sobriety. He would have to prove. Is that what you want? Do you know all that that would entail? Are you willing to go through that? I don't know. And I hate to even give you false hope by saying it's what he wants. So what if that's what he wants? I think that is one reason why he's been juggling the both of you. Yeah, he still wants what he had with you. It was beautiful, but he ruined it. Okay? If there's issues, if there was something about you he wasn't happy with, you go and you talk to the person about it and you work through it. You don't go out and go on meth and booze up and don't talk to your kids for 6 months and then get a 25-year-old girlfriend. Come on now. And he's an adult. He's an adult. He has 5 kids that he's responsible for. And this is what he does when he's confused. Okay. I'm going to do something just for you after this. Let me end this and we'll come right back. And I'm sorry this is going long, but oh my goodness. Hey G. Okay, so here we go. The last part. I'm sorry this is going long. I think I'm getting invested here. Probably not supposed to. So, for the last spread, we're going to do, should you move to Florida, or would a move to Florida be a good thing? And, pardon me, what is in your future regarding true love? Will you ever have true love again? What is in G's future? What about the move to Florida? What about a future relationship? Man, even in this deck, while I'm dealing, I'm still seeing the same freaking cards. The World, we've seen that 2 times now. The Eight of Swords, we've seen that twice. My goodness. Okay. Let's see. Let's see about G's move to Florida. Oh my God. Okay, we have Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Justice, the Moon, and the Queen of Wands. What is, will G ever find true love? We have the Emperor, the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Page of Cups, and then just some generic information for G's future. Wow. A lot of these cards have already been present in the last 2 spreads. I find that very interesting. Okay, the move to Florida. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you leave something that you love of your own accord. You're like, you know what? It's the Eight of Cups. I love this, but I have got to go. This is no longer serving me. I see this you leaving the relationship with Q. Also, though, this could be you leaving the area and moving. With the Eight of Pentacles, I see you deciding to work on a new thing, which is you. Okay? Deciding to focus on yourself. With the Six of Swords, this is actually you moving to Florida. I think Florida you'll find balance. I think Florida will be good karma for you. I feel like you're afraid with the Moon. You don't know what to expect. But I think this card is here to tell you, take the path. There's a path here. I think this card is telling you, go ahead and take the path. Go ahead. And then we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like in Florida, you will really find yourself. You will, if you move to Florida and you separate yourself from the situation and you start over, you will be so much more confident. Here's the deal, before we even look at the rest of the cards, if you guys do decide to try again, I want you to be the Queen of Wands. I want you to be the Empress. I want you to be strong so that if you try again, then you can see, oh, wow, Q is really trying. This thing can really happen. Or in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, you can say Q is full of shit. He's still drinking. He still doesn't know what he wants. He's an addict, or whatever. But if you're the Empress and you're the Queen of Wands, you'll be able to see that, and then you'll be able to extricate yourself out of that and live a happy life. But honestly, G, I think you've been hanging in there way too long already, okay? My opinion. So I think the move to Florida would be a wonderful thing. You'll be more confident, more optimistic, more independent. Yes. The Florida thing is a yes. Will you ever find true love? I think there's a war in you. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Tower. Here's the deal, G. There is true love out there for you. Is it Q? I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like not. I'm kind of feeling like you're going to move on and grow and just move on. You will find true love if you can end this cycle. And if you don't end this cycle, being in this competition with his girlfriend, just this chaotic cycle. You have to end this chaotic cycle. I'm telling you, if you don't end it, it will be ended for you with the Tower. The Tower is a beautiful card. I love the Tower. What the Tower is saying here, G, is that if you don't get yourself out of this situation, God, the universe, spirit, your angels, whomever you work with and believe in, they will do it. They will end this thing once and for all if you can't. I feel like if there was ever any chance for you and Q, you need to end it and move on with the intention of you do not need it. And if at any, and you don't, and if at any time in the future you reconsidered it, you'd be coming from a place of power, strength, discernment, self-esteem, self-love, self-worth, which I don't think you are right now. I hope you get what I'm saying. Now, when you finally let this thing go, or this thing is torn from you, yes. It's funny because you're an Aries and the Emperor is an Aries. I feel like I'm getting two messages here. We have the Emperor, the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. And I only have two hands. But I'm getting two messages here. Self-love. Love yourself so freaking much. And with the Emperor, total responsibility for your life. Right now, you're taking more responsibility for Q than you are for yourself. You take total responsibility for your life, and that's when you start to really love yourself. Also, another message that I'm getting is that there will very likely maybe be another Aries. And there will be an offer of love. Don't tell anyone, but I've always kind of felt like Libras were kind of wishy-washy. But don't, because I don't want to get hate, right? I mean, it's, come on. The other day I was talking with a friend. I'm a Sagittarius, and she's like, oh, I know all about Sagittarians, bad with money. And I was like, what? And then I thought about it, and I was like, damn it. It's true, right? I like to spend, okay? And so I do feel like Librans can be very wishy-washy, wanting sometimes no backbone, wanting to please everyone or something like that. And I feel like another Aries, like you guys could be like strong, like a power couple. It could definitely be, you know, at loggerheads, and you guys could really be super strong. But I do see you will get an offer of love again from someone strong and responsible and loyal. Okay? It doesn't even have to be an Aries. It could just be someone who owns their shit, they're responsible, they're loyal, they're in control of their life. And when I say in control, I don't mean unhealthy in control. I mean like on top of their game, right? And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, which is kind of beautiful energy. So in this row, it's, gee, will you ever, you know, be happy and find a true love? Yes. You'll find someone strong and responsible. It will be reciprocal. It will be balanced. This person will be sent to you by your spirit angels, by God, whomever. It will be a solid new start, and there definitely will be love. You'll be the Queen of Wands, so you'll be extremely attractive, which you are. Okay? Please don't forget that. You're a very charismatic, attractive person, and you won't have any trouble meeting people, or, you know what I mean? Don't forget that. Now, what we see here for you in the future. You have to get over this blockage. Okay? You have to get out of this scenario where you are so connected to him still that you cannot take care of yourself. You have to disconnect and take care of yourself. Again, doesn't mean that you won't ever connect again. I'm not trying to give you false hope, but I feel like you don't want to let go, and I'm telling you, you have to let go. Because until you let go, you will never really take care of yourself. You'll never really become who you are. Right now, you're a caretaker, a fixer. You need to take care of yourself. So you get over this blockage. You realize it's over with the Ten of Swords. Gee, it's done. It's time. Okay? We have the Nine of Wands. Look at the look on that person's face. This is you for, I don't know, you said 3 years, the girlfriend, I don't know how long he's been gone. Before that, there was mental, physical abuse, drugs, alcohol. This is you hanging in there. F that, gee. It's enough. Ten of Swords. You're out. You're done. You're focusing on yourself. You're becoming the Empress. You're becoming the Queen of Wands. And then what do we have? We have you as the High Priestess, starting to trust your own intuition. Right now, I feel like what you hear in your head is 17 years, 5 kids, childhood sweethearts. We love each other. We really did. We had everything. We had the Ten of Pentacles. We had the most beautiful family. If it wasn't for drugs, if it wasn't for alcohol, if it wasn't for D, well, you know what? It's not the drugs. It's not the alcohol. It's not D. It's Q. He's the one that did this. And I think you're going to come to that realization. He's taking care of himself, even if it's in a horribly unhealthy, whatever way. All he's doing is worrying about himself and his needs. You must take care of yourself and your needs. And I think different thoughts come into your head, like, I could be happy. I could be in a different relationship. I could be independent. The kids could be okay away from Q. And so you come up with a plan. The Two of Wands. You make a decision. I'm going to move on. And this is you moving on, whether it's to Florida or just away from Q. This is you moving on. And then finally, the Ten of Pentacles. Do you know what this tells me in this row, in your future? You can have this again. And this time you'll realize it can easily be lost. And so you won't lose yourself in it. You'll give yourself to it. You'll appreciate it. You'll have gratitude for it. You'll totally engage. But you won't lose yourself in it. You will always keep out that Empress, that Queen of Wands, independent energy. Here's the deal. To me, it's like a holy trinity. You have to honor yourself, you have to honor the other person, and you have to honor the relationship as a third entity that needs to be watered and fed and cared for. And all you're doing is honoring Q and the relationship. You're not honoring yourself. And all Q is doing is honoring himself. He's not honoring you, and he's not honoring the relationship or your family or your kids. So yes, I think the move to Florida would be good. I think you will find someone as strong as you. There could be mutual love and a beautiful, solid, loving start. I feel like you're going to get stronger, more intuitive. You're going to start to trust yourself more. You're going to let go of this old situation. You're going to make a decision, and you're going to move forward to your new Ten of Pentacles. You're going to get back exactly what you had, only better. So, sorry, I bet you this is going to be over an hour once I put all three of these together, and I do apologize for the length. But this is what I have for you, G. Bless you. I'm sorry if anything I said like hurt you or offended you. I don't mean to. I just have to call it as I see it. And I wish you the best for you and your kids. And if you do move to Florida and things go well, please leave a message. You can always leave a message on the community page or at the bottom of any reading. I read all my comments. So thank you so much for joining me and giving me this opportunity to do your reading. Much love. Bye-bye.